What's good, y'all? It's your boy Moose here at the After-Thot show. We are back. I know it's been a good minute, but hey, we're up and rolling for who knows how long. Today's episode, again, is brought to you by the one and only State 48 Plates, the dealer for authentic and premier body armor, baby. Make sure you go to their website, cop some body armor, some plates. They're customized plates too, made from scratch. What is it, AR 500 level 3. They got that level 3 hitter, baby. So go and cop yourselves a set. Use promo code After-Thot10 for that discount. Also, go to Tarot Eyewear. Your boy uses those and they're amazing. There's different kinds of sunglasses. They're the best ones I've ever had. Your boy's got those tortoise shell, graphic ones. They're pretty awesome. I use those for work. I use those for the range. The most durable ones that I've ever had. So go ahead and go to their website, Toro Eyewear, and use promo code Moose10 for that discount as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode today. I hope to get back on again soon. Got nothing planned as of right now, but you never know. Your boy's always all over the place. So enjoy the episode. Like, subscribe, do all that. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook. I think that's it. Maybe Twitter again. I don't know. But thank you guys. I love you. I'll be back soon. Enjoy the episode. I'm out. There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Oh, yeah. Terramana. One take. Face off. Shout out to my boy, Dwayne Johnson, with a tequila hitter. I think he has an energy drink now, don't he?
I think so.
The Zoa or whatever. I haven't even tried it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't tried it. I've seen it. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. I can imagine it tastes like Terramana. Hey, but what's up, guys? It's your boy Moose, your double wide daddy, and with me today is Lexxi. Y'all know what it's about here. I know it's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute since I recorded. Yeah. But I'm glad I found the time today out of my busy schedule. Busy schedule of naps today. They take priority. But yeah, I'm glad to be behind the mic again.
Yeah, it's been quite a...
Yeah, I think...
2 months, I believe.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy. And they absolutely flew by. That's the thing.
They did.
I was just so busy, in addition to being stressed and overwhelmed with work and everything in the world. And, I finally got custody of my daughter. So thank you. Thank you all for supporting me. And if those of you who actually knew what was going on, it was a battle. It was an absolute tragedy and battle, and it was just an uphill thing for me. But you know what? I never gave up. I never gave up on my daughter. I never gave up on my success throughout it all. And in the end, I came out on top.
You did.
I did. And I'm happy. She's happy. She's with her mom right now, which is totally cool. And that's the thing, I think kids need both their parents. Yeah. And I think it's critical to their foundation and well-being and upbringing that they're aware of, who loves them and who's with them. And and I don't hold any grudges against her mom. I don't know what made her do what she did, but you know what? God has plans for everything. Everything happens for a reason, and that's what I believe. And everything happened for everything to turn out the way it needed to. Yeah. And I'm happy, and I'm glad. I'm glad Summer's happy. I absolutely know that.
She's so excited to be with you.
Yeah, she is.
Hey, and she sees the advantage of having 2 homes, okay? She sees the good side of it.
2 Christmases!
2 Christmases, 2 Easter baskets.
Dang, so what's been going on since I've been off the mic? The Super Bowl halftime show was all right. It was like a blast from the past. 50 Cent couldn't do a sit-up on the roof. He was just hanging down there. Yeah. He was just hanging down there like Nana's laundry in the back. Remember that? She used to clip them on to the freaking wires out in the back. Yeah, that was 50 Cent. And it was okay. The halftime show was all right. I actually enjoyed it. Eminem did a good job, but she only what, he was on there for like a couple minutes.
He only did one song.
He only did one song, huh?
Yeah, one song. But
And Snoop Dogg was crip walking up there. I thought he was having a seizure with his old ass. You know?
I still prefer the Shakira one, the halftime show.
Absolutely.
The Shakira
100%.
J-Lo.
I still see that one on regularly. I put that on when I'm bored. You know?
Oh my god, on the Oculus?
Oh, yes.
On the Oculus.
It is real. It is real. I join in. You know, these hips don't lie, baby girl. These hips don't lie. They don't.
They sure don't.
No, they don't.
Especially when you start moving.
Hey, yeah. When I move, you move.
Oh, goodness.
So yeah, and then Tom Brady decides to retire, but then he says, whoopsie daisy, just kidding, I'm coming back. Everybody hates the world again. Ukraine's on fire, and Will Smith slaps Chris Rock. And that's the rundown for the last 2 months. So that's what's been going on in the world these last 2 months, which is crazy, because everybody kind of anticipated, you know, Ukraine being in tension with Russia and the tensions, and it happened, and it was kind of like an overnight thing, and everybody was like, wait, Russia just attacked Ukraine? I don't know who told me. Oh, it was at work. It was at work, and one of my clients said it. And she's like, Russia attacked Ukraine. I was like,
wait, what?
I was like, is your dementia coming back? Like, did you take your dementia pills again? You know, did you forget your meds? And then, because I didn't know what the hell you're talking about.
I found out through TikTok.
Through TikTok?
TikTok keeps
Of course you did.
TikTok keeps you well informed.
Who doesn't know Lexxi? She gets all her news and social media and current events through TikTok. She also gets medical advice. She gets relationship advice and sex advice through TikTok. So,
hey, it hasn't failed me till now. Hey.
I don't know. You're like, what's your sources? TikTok.
TikTok.
Cite your sources.
Hey, for those of you that don't know, though, medical advice, TikTok, like, okay, I used to be a caregiver, so no, I don't get that advice just from there. Okay, I have friends that are nurses. I know.
Yeah, but mostly from TikTok. Okay, that's all right.
Oh goodness.
But some of the stuff is actually like usable, like, or I'm curious enough to kind of try them, but first I got to see the comments, because then I'm like,
yeah,
hey, let me see if anybody's done this, blah blah blah. Because sometimes I get workouts from there, which are pretty good, and you know, the guys who do the bodybuilding and training and all that, sometimes I'll be like, okay, you know what, I should try that workout next time.
I'm in there mostly for the thirst traps and the comedy.
So am I.
Thirst traps and comedy.
I'm there for the anime girls. What are they called? E-girls?
E-girls? Yeah.
Ooh, like those girls. I don't know what it is, but it's crazy because you get the white girls, you get the Latinas, you get the black girls, all want to be Asian. Is that considered like cultural appropriation?
I don't know why they don't see it like that, but I feel like it is.
Because they do the dances.
If we base it off on, like, when people say, oh, that's cultural appropriation, then you could say that that's what everybody else is doing with the Asian culture as well.
Right. Except
they don't call it that because, I don't know, maybe because it's the small communities of Hispanic and blacks and all of that. I don't know. They do the eye, like, they literally paint their eyes so it can look a little more slanted, which is crazy. Actually, though, some girl on TikTok did call them out for that. Did call people out, yeah. Did call people out because she was explaining her story of actually being made fun of because of her eye shape being like that. And now she says it's really upsetting to see now all these girls with big eyes trying to force their eyes to look like mine. Right. With their the way they do their eyeliner and all of that. But I mean, I just saw that video once and then never heard anything about that again. Well, see, I appreciate it from a point that they look like thoughts and slutties, and I'm like, dang, that's nice. But then I'm like, wait. Of course. Of course. After the appreciation subsides and my hormones go down, I'm like, wait a minute. What are you, in middle school? Fucking wish. Yeah, middle school was crazy. Not even. I hated middle school. That was like my worst educational career point ever. I really thought I was gonna repeat 7th grade. Really? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I didn't give a damn about anything. Like, I didn't. Like, I would hardly do work. I know I remember one time, I think it was my world history teacher, or geography. No, it wasn't geography. I think it was world history. Like, I don't know, remember what I did. And we were in class. I think she was lecturing, and she was, teaching off the outline on the board. I don't know what I did, or I answered something wrong, and I never raised my hand for anything. And I raised my hand, and I said an answer, bro. I said an answer. She comes over to me. She's like, "You just don't care, do you?
Oh my God.
You just don't care." And I'm like,
no, that's a bad teacher. If you were trying and she called you out like that, that's a bad teacher.
Or maybe I was being an asshole. Maybe.
Okay. Knowing you, probably.
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 So I went out and I was like, I gotta go to my locker.
What?
I went out and
why to your locker?
I was in seventh. Maybe it was sixth grade. I think it was sixth grade. And it was a whole new world to me because I had lockers. There was people everywhere, different classes. And I went to my locker and I've only opened it once prior. And somebody opened it for me as an example. I think one of the teachers or something was like, "Okay, this is how you open it." And I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
And so I'm out there, and my locker happened to be just right next to the classroom door. So I'm there, like, I see the knob, and I'm like,
trying to open it.
Just numbers. And it wouldn't open, and I'm like, well, I'm just gonna stand here then.
Oh my God.
So I stood there, and the teacher came out to see where the fuck I was. And she sees me there trying to decrypt this damn locker like I'm breaking into a fucking Chase Bank safe. Okay? I'm in there with the freaking the doctor thing with the heart. What's it called? The stethoscope. I'm in there trying to decode this goddamn thing. And she's like, "Do you not know how to open it?" I'm like, I got it.
I got it when you clearly don't got it.
Let me work. I got this. And so I'm trying my hardest. I have the thing. I think I had it on my hand because that's what everybody used to do in sixth grade. Write numbers, write shit in their hands, right? And so she comes out and she's like, "What's your locker number?" I'm like, "I don't know, blah, blah, blah." So she comes, she's like, "Okay, you have to go right and then left and then right."
Again.
And I'm like, "That's too much. This is why I hate school. This is why I'm failing your class. This counts." So she opens it, and obviously I went out for some reason, but there was nothing in my locker. So she's like, "What were you getting in your locker?" And I totally just forgot why. I came out as an excuse just to get out for a little bit, pretend to go in my locker for some reason.
You had nothing in your locker.
Yeah, but at this point, I needed help opening my locker. So the main problem here was opening my locker. And I totally just overlooked the fact that there was nothing in my locker. Okay? So she opens it, and I'm there, and I'm like, "Oh, she's like, what did you need?" I was like, "My notebook."
And there's nothing in there.
There's nothing in there. And she's like, "Where is it?" And I'm like,
"In my locker."
And I was like, "Oh, it's in my backpack." And she's like, "Oh my God." And I just saw the look on her face like, "Oh, this kid is gonna be here another year. And I'm gonna have him."
It's gonna be my job too. Teacher.
She's like, "I'm gonna retire."
Oh God.
And she went, it's like she did a freaking about face, walked back in. And I'm like, "So do I wait?" I was like, at this point, she'd given up on me, bro. And I was like, "I don't care." So I slammed the shit. I go back in the classroom, nonchalant, walking in, and everybody's looking at me, and I'm just like, "Yeah, locker problems."
How cool.
And it wasn't those big ass lockers where you can stuff people in. It was those, medium sized lockers. So I was glad I couldn't be stuffed in there or stuff anybody in there. It was crazy.
Do you think you would have fit though?
No. I don't think I would have fit either way. That scene in It Chapter 2 where that big kid goes in the locker, totally fucking fake.
That was such a spacious locker.
That was a fucking roomy-ass locker.
Yeah, anybody would have loved to have a locker that big.
Like, he could literally just chill in there with Pennywise in the back and his fucking, breathing down his neck like that. Like, you can just tell he had room to, like, fucking chilling, yeah. And, no, these are really stupid lockers. And I was the kid who had everything in his backpack.
Oh, yeah. So you basically walked like this, carrying that heavy bag.
Which kind of prepared me for the military, so that was fine. I was like, this ain't shit, bro. This ain't shit. I carried the fucking geography and math books and everything that were never open. But they were in there. I knew it because they were expensive. Okay? I couldn't lose it.
For me, it was more leaning to one side because I wanted to be cool with the purse.
Oh, you one-strapped it? Or what?
Yeah, no. It was a big purse that I would just put all my school stuff in there.
It was a big purse?
A big purse, yeah. And everybody would make fun of me because they said, you're so small with that huge purse. It looks funny on you.
Are you serious?
Yeah. It was just...
And it's crazy because I've gone through so many backpacks. Because I think at one point, like... I had a backpack that the zipper broke, and I had to wear it upside down for some reason. Or what was it? I don't remember what it was, but I remember. Oh yeah, no, the bottom part busted open because I had so much shit in there. I had to bust it open, and so I had to zip it, turn it upside down, and then put it on my back.
So nothing would fall off.
Yeah.
Was it a Jansport?
I was at probably Jansport, yeah. Or what was that? The one with all the rainbows and unicorns, what was it?
Lisa Frank.
Lisa Frank, yes! Yeah, shout out Lisa Frank.
So you were getting all the girls' dream stuff with the Lisa Frank. Oh my god.
Those colorful pencils, I was jacking all those. Yeah.
They had unicorns, they had panda bears, they had all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, I wonder what happened to that.
It was like a big collage of...
Man, kids these days don't know about that shit. They're all bougie with their laptops and iPads and shit. You know what told my future? It wasn't fucking horoscopes. It was a little triangle paper thing. Okay? Yeah. It was like, pick a number.
You know, 1, 2, 3, 4,
yeah.
5.
Pick a color. Purple. P-U-R-P-L-E. And then they're like, when's your birthday? Or was it? Is it your birthday?
Mine was MASH.
MASH?
Yeah.
What's MASH?
You never played MASH?
No.
You never played MASH?
No, bro.
Oh my gosh. So MASH.
What the hell's MASH?
MASH. You write MASH at the top, and that stands for mansion, apartment, shack, or house. And then you have to write 4 names of your crushes. Like, you choose 4 names. I forgot, like, the other things you had to choose, but you choose a whole bunch of things. Then you choose a number, and you go from the number, like, doing one thing, crossing off. And then the last thing from each row, like, the one thing that's left, that's your future. So from MASH, if you get, let's say it ends up on M, that means your future holds a mansion for you. And then the name, how many kids you're going to have, how many...
See, I was thinking about MASH. I was thinking about Smash back in the day, okay? I'm still, to this day. Alright, it ain't about MASH, it's about Smash. Got it?
No. No, but that was my game. Yours was this one, mine was MASH.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
See, that's too. Yeah. I don't know. That's too direct. I was more like, who is it? You know? And then they're like, oh, you're gonna die in 3 days.
Die in 3 days? What the...
I was like, no, I gotta do everything now.
No.
That was nuts. And then what else would we do? Oh, we'd play Bloody Knuckles. Have you ever played that?
Bloody Knuckles, where you keep.
No. It was like, so. What was it? Oh, you get a quarter, preferably a quarter. You flick it until it spins, and then the other guy's got to flick it. You got to keep it going. Whoever makes it stop, or doesn't flick it correctly, you put your fist down, and the other dude freaking ejects the quarter into your knuckles.
Ow.
Yeah, with his thumb, and just freaking strikes you with it.
No.
And whoever draws blood first.
I think my friends were dumber because they would actually get an eraser here and just until you wouldn't be able to handle it anymore.
What the fuck?
They would just go so you would see everybody with the yeah, right. right here, and you would just.
What the hell?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's a huge difference, though. Like, I never heard of that game, and we're only what, 5 years apart?
Sure.
Sure.
Let's leave it at 5. How about that? I'm glad you said 5.
So yeah, so they would do the eraser thing. I tried playing it once, but I didn't like it because I didn't want a scar.
Yeah.
So I saw other people that they had the scars and they just looked ugly. It's like an eraser burn. An eraser burn, basically.
Yeah, I didn't know you can do that with an eraser. Good to know. Good to know. And you're the one who has those freaking crazy ass.
Nobody.
Okay, we had some technical difficulties, obviously. I'm using a laptop, so I'm not all super pro. But it's all good. It's all good. We're here. What the hell were we talking about?
The erasers.
Oh, yeah, eraser burns.
Eraser burns.
Not sure how we got there, but we're there. Eraser burns.
We went from your backpack to then the little games and then eraser burn.
Yeah, that's nuts. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And it's different how different, you know, like where you grew up and stuff, there was different stuff that you did. And
yeah, because, I mean, you grew up here in Arizona. I grew up in California.
yeah.
So the what I'm talking about happened over there in California in the Bay Area. So, but I don't think that is that different. Except for the hecka.
Yeah, the
hecka,
the hella. It's so dumb to us. Super dumb.
That's why I stopped saying it, because when I moved here, my step siblings would make fun of me for saying hecka. And they would just laugh, and it would make me feel so self-conscious. I'm just like, okay, I have to train myself to not say that word.
But over there, it's just like another word, right?
It's just, yeah. People say hella or hecka.
Now, is it just like Northern California, or like if you go more south, do they not? I never heard.
I wouldn't know about Southern California because I didn't live there. But
when I lived in SoCal, I didn't hear that a lot, but I heard it. Mm-hmm. And that was from people from Bakersfield and shit like that.
Just like I've been seeing a lot of stuff about how Bay Area, like we don't like calling it like California people don't like calling California Cali.
Yeah.
When it's like a very common thing, and then are
people calling it Frisco?
Frisco, yeah. When it's like, I lived in San Jose. Everybody, whenever you refer to San Francisco, it was always Frisco.
Yeah.
But then now I hear a lot of people saying, "Oh no, we don't like it when they call it Frisco." I'm just like, was I like part in another universe or something? Because when I lived in the Bay Area, that was normal. Frisco was normal.
Yeah.
So is that a new thing or what's going on there? Because I am so confused about the terminology.
I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Because why not just say San Francisco?
Because it's too long. Come on, yeah. People are lazy.
People are getting lazy. Yeah. I mean, Okay, so these technical difficulties are getting on my nerves and they're killing my buzz. I kind of hate it, but we're here. We're back.
After a quick TikTok
break. Anyways.
We don't know till what was the last point it recorded.
It'll show. I think it records on a cloud or something. But let's talk about what everybody is talking about right now. Is that Will Smith bitch slapped Chris Rock. So, obviously everybody knows about it. Everybody knows what happened. Chris Rock cracked a joke at Jada Pinkett Smith looking like G.I. Jane. G.I. Jane was a movie where Demi Moore shaves her head to become a Navy SEAL. Obviously, I'm not sure if he's aware or if he was aware that Jada Pinkett Smith was going through a medical condition, alopecia, which causes hair loss. Cracked a joke. And Will Smith, at first, laughed. He laughed. He was laughing at the joke.
Yeah, until it actually sunk in.
No. What happened was he looked at Jada. Jada looked at Will like are you really? Yeah, like, are you really laughing? And he was like, oh shit. You know what? Fine, let me do something. He walks up to Chris Rock, bitch slap is that guy, and walks out, says, keep your fucking name out my
keep
fucking
my wife's name out of your mouth.
Yeah, and that was the Oscars. If that didn't happen, I wouldn't even know the Oscars that were happening, okay? But I don't know. I don't think that was the right response from Will. I have a lot of respect for the guy. The guy's awesome. I love his movies. I love his history. I love everything about him. This guy's good. But knowing that she's fucking other guys, like openly, would anybody go out of his way to defend the honor of a woman like that who has openly insulted you as a man, as a husband?
Times.
Yeah, more than once.
She's still doing it even after the slap. Like, it's still happening. It's really sad. I mean, everybody wants somebody like that, but at the same time, it's just.
But even now,
she hasn't been good to him.
No, and I don't think they've been good to each other. They've been together for forever. Yeah, I understand.
What has Will really done though? Like to her.
To her? Like, what do you mean?
Like to her for you to say that they haven't been good to each other.
I don't know, because if he was actually, like there for her in a way that she didn't need anybody else on the side, like, do you think he wasn't, enough of a husband, Like, if you're married, they're married, and I don't get the idea of an open marriage. It's fine if you're into it, if you guys agree on it at first. Like, hey, let's get married. Let's be each other's peoples, other's person. But we can, have other relationships on the side. Why not just stay single? If it's just for the benefits and that's the agreeable foundation of it, then fine, whatever.
Well, apparently now there's stuff saying where Jada has humiliated him even more, saying that she never wanted to marry him in the first place.
Yeah, I didn't know that. But
yeah, that she's saying that she never wanted to marry him in the first place, and that she was crying while she was walking down the aisle. She was crying, not out of happiness, not out of excitement,
but maybe because she wasn't as successful as she is now. But Will Smith has always been successful. Maybe she saw that as a benefit. Maybe that saw that as a door to her success now.
She was already pregnant with Willow, I believe.
Probably. I think so.
She was already pregnant with Willow.
But
when they got married.
I think she dated Tupac too.
Hey, maybe that was the love of her life.
I don't know about that. But
hey.
I don't know. Like, Chris Rock, he's a comedian. All right? I expect this from him. I expect this from any good comedian. Like we heard earlier today, Chris D'Elia said, as a comedian, it's your job to see where the line is. And if you don't cross that line sometimes, you don't know where it is. And he did. And he did his job, and he did it well. Props to Chris Rock. However, when that line was crossed, Will Smith thought it was crossed when his wife knew it was crossed. Because at the time when he said it, he was okay with it.
Well, because Will Smith is sort of a comedian as well.
Yeah, and that's why I'm sure he took it as a joke. Because Chris Rock is a comedian,
Yeah.
But just the fact that his wife didn't approve of that comment, that bit.
So he had to stand up for her.
He felt like he had to defend his honor.
Her honor.
Or her honor, yeah. And after that, I also heard that she said, I don't need anybody to defend me.
No,
okay.
Yeah.
So in this age of women empowerment and independence,
why didn't she do something about it herself?
Yeah,
instead of looking at him and giving him the dirty look.
Maybe, I don't know, because maybe he looked at him saying, why are you laughing? Or, I don't like this comment, Who knows? Maybe she would have done something. Where was security in through all this? I mean, because if Will Smith walks on the stage, I wouldn't expect security to come up either, because I feel like he's going to do something extravagant or be part of the bit, So maybe that's where everybody's saying like, where was security? Why didn't anybody take him out? Why didn't anybody tackle him? Because it's fucking Will Smith. You expect him as an actor to come and do something in the form of acting or some shit like that. He ends up fucking bitch slapping him. Okay, that's where you're like, oh shit, okay, nobody saw that coming. Cool.
Honestly, I think it was all part of the show.
I don't think so.
I do, because kind of the Oscars are kind of in a way overrated. Like you said, you wouldn't have known about him until you heard about the slap.
Right.
That's the same story for a lot of people. I didn't even have an idea that the Oscars were going on. Like, I completely had forgotten about it, that there's even an Oscars for, like, that's how bad. I mean, we've had the past 2-3 years, they've been horrible with COVID, so that's the last thing on your mind for regular working people, that you're busy with your everyday life. So I feel like they had to do something abnormal, out of the ordinary, in order to catch people's attention again.
No, I thought the authenticity was there. I felt what Will Smith said, you know, keep your wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
But then again, he's an actor.
But the thing is, that wasn't aired in American TV. They cut it off. So that wasn't aired. In Japan, it kept rolling. Mm-hmm. So all that footage that you're seeing now is not from America. So that's how how I know it's real, and it's nuts. I think he apologized after that, but they did ban him from the Oscars for the next 10 years. They did. So he's not allowed there at the Oscars. So who knows what's gonna happen? But big props to freaking Chris Rock for one, taking that slap like a fucking champ. He didn't fucking budge. He didn't swing.
He didn't even flinch.
He laughed it off, like, and I knew he had the itch to say something that was gonna fucking ruin him, because you can see in the clip where he's like, it was an awkward moment, and he's just like, oh, he stuttered himself, like he was hesitant about saying something that he knew that was gonna ruin her or him, and he was just like, he's like, okay, he withheld himself so hard. And he went on with the show. Like, if you see it again, look at the clip and look at Chris Rock, at his demeanor and what he wanted to say, and you can fucking understand what I'm talking about. So big props to him. He held himself like a champ, and he acted professional. But that was crazy. That was pretty crazy. Honestly, I was surprised. One, because you're gonna defend a fucking woman who has multiple dicks in her mouth. Yet you're going to tell somebody else to keep his wife's name out of your mouth.
Wasn't she talking about how she was seeing one of her son's friends?
Oh, shit. I wouldn't doubt it, but no, I didn't hear about that.
I think I saw something about it, and I was like, gosh, that's
I haven't seen
bad on her Red Table Talk.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she really needs to get that taken away. Like, she's just embarrassing. I feel like some content is good, but the majority of the time, she's just bringing out some stuff about her family, her kids, her husband, that should just be private and between them.
Right. Yeah, and it's nuts, you know? Like, if you're going to go out and talk about like regular shit, that's fine. Like everyday things like we do here, that's cool. Yeah. But if you're gonna like air out your dirty laundry in the house, like personal life, that's a different story.
That's what she does.
Know? Because you're putting your family, your husband, your kids. Yeah. Like how does Jaden and Willow and all the other kids feel about their dad like smacking somebody on TV? Yeah. I mean, they're all in entertainment, and how does that reflect on them now? You know, they're gonna be known as, damn, didn't your dad like slap Chris Rock on the Oscars? Now he's banned, and that just left a big mark on him. And I hope Will finds out, because obviously he's going through a lot. Mm-hmm. You can tell that was his breaking point right there. Obviously with his marriage, and it was all the controversy surrounding it. And at that point, you just kind of see how she kind of has him on like a puppet, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like
he probably loves her a lot, and she's using that to her advantage.
Yeah, and I felt like that was just his breaking point, and that sucks. No. All right, guys. So obviously, I had some pretty shitty technical difficulties using my laptop and the studio that was online. But I promise I'm gonna minimize those challenges for next episode. So I know what to do, and moving forward, we'll minimizing them words for next time, and for the next episode, hopefully it'll be good, and we'll keep working on them for the best content for you guys, and to keep entertaining, and hopefully the next episode will be dropping soon, and hopefully you guys will be subscribing, liking, coming out to come see us and liking us on Instagram and wherever we're at. So thank you guys so much for listening. Love you guys. Cheers.